Welcome back to Siri Exposing. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching. Siri Exposing, we're here to bring the information to you wherever you are around the world. In your drawing room, in your room, on your center table, on your balcony. This is why we are here, to make sure that our message go all around the world, so that our people and foreigners could get our message and to know the truth and what is happening and how we are in Dominica. So my people, we are going to talk about electoral reform. But before that, we the people of Dominica, we are happy and we support the United States of America for bringing down that communist Chinese balloon. We do support the United States for bringing down that balloon, and I want them to bring down all balloons the communist China will send over their territory. This should not be happening, and they should never tolerate that.
But the CCJ is saying that if they had behaved as a proper court would have behaved, that they should have in fact listened to the evidence, because it was quite possible that it would have shown, because they saw the evidence, the CCJ saw the evidence, and they said, based on what they have seen, it is possible that the court would have decided that this 2019 elections were a sham. They went on to say, and I'm taking time on this because that's very important, because we have heard people say, well, why did you not take part? Well, here is the reason. I'm giving it to you tonight. There can be no doubt that this particular decision by the Court of Appeal conclusively preempted any further inquiry into arguably unlawful conduct by the election authorities that potentially went to the root of free and fair elections. Papa Bontier, Maglisa. You hear what I'm saying? You hear what I'm reading? You hear what the CCJ is saying? That by the behavior of this judge, the hands of the appeals court were tied, but what it did in the end, it prevented the petitioners, it prevented Soso Coffee and the others from getting redress. And potentially, and he said potentially, went to the very root of free and fair elections in Dominica.
So my people, as you heard, it's been years we the Dominica people are fighting with one man government for electoral reform. Yes, listen, across the world, it's been years we the people of the Commonwealth of Dominica is fighting with one man government for electoral reform. And what we the people of Dominica are asking for is voter ID card. We want a re-registration so that we could clean the list, because the list is very dirty. We want voter ID cards. We want to clean the list. That is what we want. The most important things we want is that. But we have one man government who is fighting for him to stay in power by all means necessary, stealing election after election. I'm not referring to the mess election they had the last time. This was a mess they created. Leave them in the mess. But I'm talking about previous election. The one-man government been stealing election in Dominica. I'm talking to the world, and the world has been watching for a while. We want electoral reform in Dominica, but the one-man government thinking he's smarter than the rest of the population. So he must be taking Dominicans for full and always taking them for a ride. But what he has to know that he will bounce, and he must bounce. We want electoral reform. And we will demand electoral reform. And that one-man government want to do electoral reform in a way where he can steal election in Dominica. So my people, you must listen carefully. Right? So that one-man government want to do the reform by giving people national ID card. We the people of Dominica, we did not ask you for a national ID card. A passport can use as a national ID card. A driver's license can use as a national ID card. So by giving us national ID card, not going to change nothing in terms of you all stealing election. So simple. It's not going to change anything by you all stealing the election. So that is just method. That is just method to continue stealing election in a legitimate way. Right? So when you give us a national ID cards, each and every single Dominican across the globe is entitled for a national ID card. So which means the same set of people and even more people who are not qualified for a voter ID card will be getting a national ID card. You see the tricks they play? You see the tricks they are thinking to continue stealing election in Dominica? Each and every single Dominicans are entitled to a passport. It's just like they are entitled to a national ID card. So what change it's going to do? So which means now each and every Dominican, they can go all over the globe, try to get Dominicans, bribe them, fool them, use them to come down and vote for them in Dominica. Alright? But it's not each and every single Dominicans who are entitled for a voting ID card. So you can see the big difference? So they're thinking they're smarter than other people. So they want to continue stealing election in a legitimate way. You see? That is what they are thinking, because they keep stealing election. So we, the people of Dominica, we want voter ID cards. Right? We are not walking in that shit of national ID cards. We have common sense. Even you want to consider the rest of the people who are not supporting you like they are stupid, but we have common sense. Okay? We have common sense, and we will fight and advocate for voters ID card. We do not want national ID card. If you want to spend the money and create ID cards for Dominicans, yes, it's up to you. We are not interested in that for voting. We are interested in voter ID card. And the whole world is hearing what I'm saying. The whole world is understanding what I'm saying. In terms of continue to steal the election, they want to give us national ID card. And it's not everybody who are entitled for voting cards. So you can see the big difference. You can see how they're trying to fool the people. But anyway, my people will continue fighting. And God's people will win. Because whenever you're trying to do something for the people and on your mind is you want to steal elections, God will not bless you. God will not open a way for you. At the end of the tunnel, you will fall. At the end of the tunnel, you will see misery. If you're doing something for the people of Dominica, it has to be balanced. In the interest of each and every single Dominicans in Dominica and anywhere across the world. You are entitled for a voting ID card, you get it. You are not entitled for it, you're not supposed to have it. Simple as ABC. And I want to send a big respect to the people who was considering themselves as a strong labor rights and meeting me and time is Siri because of you, how you explain the movements. You take me out from the dark. A lot of people are coming out from the dark. A lot of labor rights meeting me and time is Siri because of you. When I sit down and think what you are saying and how you are breaking it down, I get to an understanding of what is happening. I was a strong labor rights, but I am not. I done, but I will still stay there hanging to see what I get. Without they know, I am not with them anymore. So big up to you all. Respect. And always stay in the light.
I don't think we've even seen the tip of the iceberg. I think that the potential of what the internet is going to do to society, both good and bad, is unimaginable.
It's just a tool, though, isn't it?
No, it's more than that. For instance, I think in the future, we'll be wasting hours and hours of our lives just watching videos of cats and dogs being adorable. And we'll share those videos with our friends. And our friends will respond, not with words, but with a row of little circular laughing cartoon faces. And we'll call that progress. And also, we won't be able to watch any of those videos without having to skip an advert first. And that advert will be tailored to your internet viewing habits. Although for some reason it'll always be about some disgusting oatmeal cereal that you'll never buy anyway. And we'll also spend vast portions of our time on websites called social media sites, which we will hate, but we will have 6 different accounts for. And we'll spend most of our time looking for people online to have arguments with. And there will be far-right groups spreading misinformation about immigration on these social media sites, which will then be shared by members of our own family. And this will confirm what we've always suspected, which is that our Auntie Linda is a massive racist. And most importantly, we'll be able to access all of this on our phone. So when we go to bed, we'll take our phone with us. When we go to the toilet, we'll take our phone with us. When we come out of the shower, we'll grab our phone to see if we missed anything. And we won't dry ourselves with a towel anymore. We'll just sit on the edge of our beds, just dripping wet, scrolling on our phones. Just scrolling and scrolling. Because the scrolling never ends. You just keep scrolling. And one day, a far-right government will take advantage of the fact that we're just spending all day arguing with strangers on the toilet, and they will seize power whilst we're not looking, and that is when freedom and democracy will become a thing of the past. I imagine. I mean, I'm just guessing.